My good people, thank you very much. I want to finish up with my story. I want to make it a part three of my story that I was one day kidnapped. I have realized that my story was not finished the day I was hiking, and then those guys, they took me to the bush, and then they said that they are going to buy a spinach for 5 rand. And I know that these guys, they may be using the TikTok, or they will see me talking, and they will see my face and realize that, oh, this is the guy that day we kidnapped. So good people, be careful of hiking VW, Polos, those small cars. Be careful. I'm not saying that the big cars cannot hijack you or rob you, but according to what happened to me, please be careful, because while I was explaining to someone the very same story, someone explained to me that another pastor was kidnapped by the very same. When I was listening to the story, I could hear that it's the very same guys, those who kidnapped that pastor. So they took his money, and then they left. So all right, when I finished my story, it was like this, as I'm doing the part 3 of my finishing of my story. And then those guys, they took me in the bush. When I was there in the bush with them, the car was locked, and then I was raising my hands like this, and then they took out the speed point, putting my cards in their speed point. They were asking me how much is here. So I was telling them how much is there, while the other guy here was punching and clapping me. So, and then they were like saying that putting their cards, my cards there in their machine. And then, so while putting my cards there, it was declining, because the other card I had 48 rand, the other card I had 20 something rand. And then, so the third card, I even forgot the PIN number. So they were so angry and furious. So then they ended up, later I remember the PIN, because I forgot the PIN, and they were so angry. So then, excuse me, so then they found out that in all my cards, there was nothing inside. All right, so when I was there in the bush, in the car with these guys, they were holding knives. And I remember the one who was busy collecting my phones and my phones and my cards out of my pockets. He asked the driver, where is that gun? So I don't know whether they wanted to kill me there or what, because I didn't have money, or what, I don't know. So now what happened is, while I was there, the guy was punching me, the other guy in my right hand side. So I remember that, oh, should I die here? Then, and there is no time for prayer. So then when the guy hit me, then I began to say, Jesus. And then when the guy continued to hit me, then I say, Jesus, loudly. And then the guy who was searching me in front was like saying that, hey, don't say Jesus, Jesus here. And then, but to my surprise, the guy opened the car. He went outside. He was opening his boot. I don't know. what he was doing, and in my mind I thought like maybe he's taking something that they will use to kill me or something, because I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice, and I was like ready for anything because there's nothing I could do. The guys were three in the car, so, and then so the guy came back, and then so this other guy who was a driver, he said, give him his phones. They took my phones, two of my phones. The other one was a A05 Galaxy Samsung, and the other one was like a smartphone, of course, the Style one. And then so they gave me back my money. They asked me how much was your money. It was 140, and then they gave me back even my phones. They say give him back his phones, give him back his money. So they gave me back my phones and my money. So they opened the door. Then they say, yeah, Hamba, go. And then I went outside, and then so the other guy, he said, yeah, don't tell people what you saw here. And then so yeah, that's it. So then I left, and then when I entered the bush, and those guys were gone. When I entered the bush, I was like, God, please forgive me all my sins. I said, God, thank you for saving my life. And I didn't even want to use any road or any street, little way. I wanted to just go through the bush, just the bush. Because in my mind, I was like, yo, what about if these guys, they come back and finish me? So, and there was a certain house far away. In my mind, I was like, oh, should I go to that house or should I not? And then maybe I can arrive in that house and I find that maybe someone is being killed or people are in a queue of being killed there. So then I avoided that house. I entered the bush. Then, yeah, from one farm or one garden to another. So then I went out like that. The guys were gone. Those guys who kidnapped me. And then while I was going out, and then I met a lady. She was shepherding the kettles. So then I say, hey, my sister. So she was busy with cows, the kettles. So then I explained her the story, even the certain grandfather. They said, yeah, these guys, they do like this all the time. So there was other guys came. I was still there in the bush, but I went out, little bit out, because when I found those ones which were um, shepherding cows or kettles. So I explained to them my story. So to people, those who don't understand, the start of this story is that I was hiking, I was kidnapped, I was taken to the bush by these guys. They took out knives, they were robbing me and all of that. So I know the guys. If I can meet them, I still know them. And it's dangerous for them because they keep on kidnapping people. And they don't have masks, they don't have anything. So, and it's danger to them because one day they will meet these guys that they always kidnap. And these guys that they always kidnap, it's going to be dangerous. They will end up being killed by some of these people that they kidnap. So, good people, this was my third uh, part of my story. Thank you very much. This thing happened in Malamulele. Giyani, Limpopo.